Okay, welcome to my 100% playthrough of base Ganymede. This is E2M6, and this is a very, very challenging map, but very, very interesting as well. So just going to take out the shotgunners here. That's two shotgunners teleporting imp once you walk into this doorway. The two imps guarding the rocket launcher. Just take them out. And let's just stop for a second in here where we've got cover. Okay, so we can see from the stats we've got 258 monsters and 2 secret areas. The end of the map is a teleporter on top of this pedestal in the middle. And that pedestal is lowered by flipping a switch over here at the blue flags. But there are 3 obstacles to that blue flag that need to be raised first. And each of those is lowered by a switch at the end of 3 different areas. So one area is behind the door here, one area is behind the imps over there, and one area behind the Spider Mastermind over there. And once all 3 are lowered, you can access the switch, you flip the switch, the pedestal lowers, and you can exit the level. Very, very challenging level, but let's work our way through. I'm going to ignore the Spider Mastermind for now, because I just don't have the weapons to take that on to get past it. So I'm going to start over here. Okay. There's no particular order, you could do it the other way. As long as the 3 switches are all selected, then you can exit the level regardless of which order you did them in. So it's quite nice about this. There's not a lot of fuss with keys or things like that, or particular routes to take through. What makes the routing on this interesting is probably just dealing with making sure you've got ammo when you need it and you've got plasma at the right times to deal with some of the heavier monsters. So work our way through here. We've got a shotgunner. 2 shotgunners there, another shotgunner in here. We've got imps on the other side. I'm intentionally not moving here too quickly because a trap will spawn behind us, so I'm staying a little bit outside of this room. Okay, I'm going to walk in, spawn in 2 imps here. I'm going to get the shotgunner that's hiding, waiting for us. I'm going to take out the imp over here. I'm going to stand on this ledge and just take out the 2 imps that teleported in. Okay, the floor is very damaging, so just be careful with it. And I'm actually going to go back and pick up the ammo, because those things are really useful. There was a little stash in here as well, make sure you get that. Okay, this next section I'm going to go to the chain gun, run straight through to a safe area on the other side and take on the sea of imps from there. Let's just run through. There we go, up here into this side. Okay, just moving over and back and taking out the imps as we go. Let's switch over. I want to keep some of my chain gun bullets, so just switching over to the shotgun there. I just sniped the shotgunner on the other side. Be careful with them, they'll chip away your health. Your gun tends to target the lost souls, and then the shotgunner is open to taking you down. Okay, so this is the first switch of the first area. So that lowers this, revealing this. That's very interesting. We've got a medikit there. I'm going to leave the medikit for now. We've also got a cacodemon that has to come in. So let's see if we can encourage them. There we go. So let's take down the cacodemon. There we go. Okay. We've also got our first secret. So if I lower this, it reveals a medikit. I'm going to take it. And then take the bullets here. The floor is heavily damaging, so you need to move quick to try and avoid damage, but you can't guarantee it. There we go. Nice tick. That's 14% in that little touch, but there you go. Okay, we're back into this section. Next, I'm going to move into this area. We've got some plasma now, but we don't have a plasma gun. So I'm going to leave the Spider Mastermind and move into this next area. I like to charge in here with the gun, try and take out shotgunners on the ledge, teleport up to the ledge, and then deal with the rest of the room from up there. So let's do that. But this gets busy, so be careful. That's 2 of them down. Back in, get the last one. They're all done. We've got a cacodemon behind, so just moving slowly here. That chain gun can be really, really helpful sometimes. Okay, so this cacodemon, let's deal with it. Don't get too close to the edge, the imps below will start to snipe you. So that's done, that's pretty good. Grab all the stuff in here. We've got imps below, I actually want to deal with them. So, you know, if you wait here, they wander over this side, run around behind, and you can deal with them here if you're worried about getting clawed if you try and get down. Okay. That's been pretty good. We move into the next room. So like, I don't know if you noticed, as we move in here, we triggered that trap behind, which I did. But I didn't go into this room specifically because we've got 3 shotgunners I want to take out. So this precision sniping tool is great for that. So they're all gone. Okay, we've got 2 imps in there. We'll get this shotgunner, drop in, take out these 2 imps, grab the bullet, or grab the shells, because they're always going to be useful. I'm intentionally not going to pick up the plasma, just back in a little bit here to spawn imps on the ledge. That's enough. We're just taking on part of that trap right now. Pick up the plasma we do with the second wave. Just keep moving around, take them out. I think that's it. Next one is the Lost Souls. So let's get the chain gun out. Chain gun's great. Then just tap away the chain gun, dealing with the Lost Souls as they spawn in. Good. Going to keep the last little bit of my chain gun ammo and move to the shotgun. Missed my first shot, which isn't great. Got 2 imps here. Let's take them out. Then 2 more shotgunners. Watch the imps behind you, so keep moving sideways. And there's the imps behind you. Okay. I'm actually think I'm going to spawn in a barren here to see if I can get some infighting with those imps. So let's do that. There we go. There we go, infighting already. So just get behind the barn to see if we can get more fireballs hitting that barn. We've got the rocket launcher, so I'm going to use some rockets on the barn as well. See if we can get another hit. There we go. So a good infighting day with these imps, and just every little bit of this helps. I'm not going to use any plasma because the plasma is really, really valuable in this level. Okay. Don't really want the medikit. So just going to try and pick out the bits around it and just leave the medikit. More imps up here. It's pretty narrow. There's a bit of room to maneuver. Grab all the bits here. Watch for the Lost Souls behind you. I get back into cover here. And just use, again, edges to stop the charge, because they're an absolute menace otherwise. Oop, missed that. Okay. Imps here, 4 of them. Let's take them out. So this is the second area we're moving into. Good. Okay, they're gone. More Lost Souls. So let's spawn them in. I like to just hide behind the knuckle of this wall and deal with them as they come over. Wouldn't mind a bit more chain gun ammo. So again, the knuckle stops the charge and they're easier to deal with when they're closer to you. There we go. There we go. Okay, they're all down. So next section here, we've got imps on a ledge over there, we've got Cacodemon over there. I'm going to try and get some infighting going, but I need to be careful with a shotgunner, so try and take them out first. There we go. Shotgunner's out. Let's get the Cacodemon and the imps fighting. I just ran into a load of fireballs. Grab the rockets over there. Just do a little bit of running around. We've got some shells over there as well. So there's lots of imps fighting there, which is good. Let's keep that going. The Baron can be a good infighter here as well, but I've taken the Baron out. Okay. Just going to go to a rocket launcher. If they funnel in here, I'm going to deal with the Cacodemon, but also staying in line of sight here so the imps can hit them. And I just grabbed the medikit there, pick that up. Okay. I do hate missing my rockets, because they're pretty precious on this level. There we go. Okay. 2 rockets, and anything after that is the gun. Okay, just making sure there's nothing hanging around for me. Grab some shells. A rocket would be really good actually for this ledge, but let's just go with it. Anywhere there's a dense set of imps sitting around, a rocket is a good place to be. So this needs the red key. This is the only, I think, well, yeah. There's a red key needed for this switch that opens up that, and you get that just in the next part of this level. So just keep moving along this. Again, this is the second section in this level. So we've got a shotgunner in here. Once we shoot, we're going to spawn a Cacodemon right behind us. So I like to just edge out a little bit, shoot them, and then get past that Cacodemon. Whoa, and dodge fireballs. There we go. With lots of imps downstairs, so let's deal with them. There's a medikit here as well, should be very helpful. And just pick that up. Okay. So we've got a cyber demon sniping in this area, so just be a little bit careful as you move in. Pick up everything from that alcove, it's useful. I try and get some infighting going straight away, but it's very hard to infight with the cyber demon. Obviously, the shotgunner just needs to die. I was trying to get some rockets to take out those imps, but I've had very, modest success with that approach. Which is fine. Okay. So we've got 2 rockets here. Just want to be very careful how I use them. I need one for these guys down there. So let's just get rid of them. There we go. And we've got an imp fighting the cyber demon. That won't last long. And then my last rocket I'm going to send over to the imps there on the other side. Just encourage them to cluster up a little bit. And that was not great. Just seemed to target one imp. Let's snipe them out. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm wondering if we've got a shotgunner here. Nope, shotgunner's dead. Okay, so next section, we've taken out some of the imps down below. We're going to actually run in, grab some shells on the way just in case we get low hunter inside, and just sit underneath the plinth of the cyber demon. Okay, so we're pretty safe here at the moment. I'm going to switch over to plasma to deal with the imps in the bottom of the stairs and just run for it. Take them out. Okay, and then preserve my plasma. I want that kept, so I'm going to go back to this. Okay, we're going to run up to the top of the stairs. Not paying any particular attention to the cyber demon, grab the red key, try and grab some plasma, and then get back out again. So let's do that. Got some rockets, got some plasma. We're back out. Okay, so this is a kind of a safe space here. There's also one under the plinth, so let's just run for that. So we're back here. Okay, watch the snipers at the top. So go, open, lift, wait for a second, run over again, get up and get out. Watch the spawning in Cacodemon. We've picked up some rockets. Didn't want to use 3 rockets in that Cacodemon. Okay, let's see, there should be some more, I think. Ah, that second rocket's gone astray. Okay. Let's take out the Cacodemon with the gun. So next up, we're going to use the cells we got. Let's see if the cyber demon can help. Come on. Probably not. Okay. So our next job is to take out the cyber demon. So we've got plasma now. I want to be careful with the amount of plasma that we use. So I'm going to try and control this. Just peek out, unload as much as you can. When they turn to fire, hop back out of the way again. Be careful with the sniping imps on the other side. So whenever you see the cyber demon straighten up, like now, just pull out of the way. There's a good bit of time to maneuver, so it's not too demanding. But the cyber demon can target you pretty quickly. And I want to, as I say, I want to minimize the amount. There we go, straight away. I want to minimize the amount of plasma that I'm using here. And not waste it into a pillar like that. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, over to the gun, over to the shotgun and get rid of the sniping imps up here. There's a bit of crossfire going on here, so just be careful you don't get caught up in it. And sometimes when you poke your head out, you walk straight into a fireball that's been coming towards you for the last 10 seconds. I'm just not going to take any risks with this bit. It's just, health is difficult to recover if you start losing it. Just being a little bit careful with it. Okay, sometimes imps walk back, there you go. They walk back out of sight, and when you think you're free, you get one in the back. Just keep an eye on them. Okay, so now that this space is clear, I'm just going to have a quick look over here to see if I missed anything. I think I definitely missed 2 sets of shells. Everything else I picked up in my first run, but here's the 2 sets of shells. Let's grab those. Good. So in all of that, this area, that cyber demon there is protecting that red key. And that red key is a key just for this section. So when we get back out here, you'll remember this part here. This is the red key that opens that. Once we open this, 2 shotgunners take them out, run inside. We're going to spawn an imp trap, and then a baron is going to appear just slightly delayed inside. So let's start dealing with the imp trap and get rid of the baron. So I think I'm going to try and come out here back through the imps to deal with this. So let's get going with that. You can get very, very swamped in this very quickly and very easily, so be careful. That's my effort at it. Just spray loads of plasma. Again, really working hard not to use much plasma in this level. So now that that's done, I'm going to stand back here. There should be a baron at the back. Hopefully there'll be some infighting with that baron. Sorry, just struggling to select my weapon. There we go. Still imps coming in. That draws them all back over here, and I can run down and get a bit of line of sight on them. I'm going to take my time here. I want to get rid of these imps without using using as little plasma and rockets as I can. Once they thin out a bit, I can drop down. So just targeting the baron there with that. About to get swamped here. So let me break my rule and just spray some plasma here. No point in dying. Getting low on shells. Just going to see if we can get a bit of infighting with these imps. There we go. I'm not sure if I left some shells inside as well on the plinth, so I might just go and have a look for that. Yep, some shells here. There you go, back out again. Okay, so that's that area cleared. Wasn't perfect, but if you find yourself getting swamped, get your clutch weapon, the plasma about, start spraying it around and get out of that as quickly as you can. So I picked up a medikit here, some more cells and things as well. That switch we've just hit, that's the end switch for the second area. So now we've got 2 of the 3 switches hit, and the last one is, sorry, I'm just going to grab that weapon. The last one is with the Spider Mastermind. Okay, so we need to get the Spider Mastermind out of the way, which is why I really didn't want to use any of that plasma, but I have, so I need to deal with it. So try and waste as little as I can, and take as little damage as I can as well, which is easier said than done. Sometimes the Spider Mastermind is feisty and you can start losing health pretty quickly. Okay, so got to use the sniping tool. There we go, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so I'm actually going to just run quickly in here. I think I've got a medikit left behind. Let me just, I'm going to take more damage than I pick up, but there you go. That's funny. Okay, back out of here. Back to the start. Okay, so I think all I've managed to do there is lower my armor. You can see here 2 of the obstacles to that switch have been removed. That's the 2 areas we did. And I said the last one is in here. Like every other area, this is a snipey hell. So just be really, really careful here. Again, try and preserve plasma as much as you can, but if you're in a clutch situation, you got to use it. When we pick up stuff in here or walk into that alcove, we're going to get Cacodemon all around us. Best to get out. There's a small gap, you need to go for it. So pick them up as quick as you can and get moving. I've got the plasma gun on, even though I don't have plasma, because I'm going to pick it up first thing. So I'm ready, and I get out that gap. That's it. There's a Baron behind. If I can get that Baron to fight with the Cacodemon, I'll be very happy. But if the heights are wrong, it becomes a bit too much of a churn. Okay, 10 rockets. Hopefully we can get some splash damage, so we're... wasted rocket. So we're reducing the number of enemies' health at the same time. Okay, I can't tell if a Cacodemon drifted into the background there. I just need to keep an eye out for that. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we picked up rockets and things there. We've got everything from the alcove. So we're good to go to the next section. Next section is a bit messy. I actually like to just run through the whole thing. So I'll show you that. Again, clutch weapon, just run past everything. So run in, show myself, draw them all to this side, and then run around them. Spray. Make sure you get that shotgunner I just got. Okay, so we're in good shape here. So we've cleared this space. I intentionally didn't run in there. If you run in there, you're going to resurrect in or spawn in more enemies. I didn't want that yet. We've got a supercharger soul sphere on the other side. I want to get that picked up. Okay. So we've got big clusters of imps. Oh, that wasn't to plan. Let's move back a bit. If we've got big clusters of imps, let's throw some rockets at it. Okay, I don't want to spawn in the other enemies in here until I've dealt with the imps on the other side. Just in case I've got any issues with health, because it spawns in hit scan as well. So those enemies on the stairs as well. You know, a rocket does a really, really good job at clearance there. Okay. Once I've got them cleared, I'll just walk back a little bit to the side. So that first alcove where we had the Cacodemon spawn in, we picked up the yellow key. So we need that. So I'm just going to draw the enemies to this side and then run quickly around. Just manipulating the AI. In here we've got the shotgunner. Then we open this. I pick up that. Okay. So we had our first secret earlier where we picked up the medikit. This is the second one. Just click that. It opens a room just in that pillar down there where we get a backpack. Okay. So just got to ease in here. Start taking out the imps as we go. Just be careful here you don't get too beat up. Very easy to get stuck and stuff and take a couple of fireballs. So I think that's pretty good. Nothing else up here. Whoa, missed them. Got one shell, so just need to be careful. Grab the backpack, that's the last secret. Grab the box of rockets, that's great. Grab the shells, which I really, really needed. And now I'm going to go up here and spawn in those last enemies. It's also going to spawn in 2 barons down here, so just be careful with that. That's why it's good to get the rockets first. Okay, so I don't want to use any cells here, so I'm going to go with the chain gun. There we go, that wasn't too bad. A little bit conscious it could be a slow teleporter, so just going to make sure nothing else comes in. And we've got 2 barons down here. So let's deal with the 2 barons. Really, really, really don't want to be wasting my rockets here. Ah, that's one wasted. Just going to drop down behind them. Don't want that weapon. Keep my plasma. Just swing around behind them, whatever gets tight. Close. There we go. Okay, so we're in good shape. In here, imps, but they're confined and they're not very threatening or menacing. So let's just take them out. And we're getting very, very, very close to the end of the level. We've got 1 kill left, which is what I've been trying to keep my plasma for, which is a not-so-friendly cyber demon in this opening area. So let's start strafing around. Try and use the plasma effectively. obviously. And watch you don't pick up splash damage. Oops. Just hooked on geometry there. I've died here in the last one. The last one directly before this, so it's a bit nerve-wracking, but just keep moving slowly around. I think I'm going to run out of plasma, so I obviously just want to try to be as careful as I can that I use it as effectively as possible. If I unload most of it into a pillar, I'm going to have a long time with a shotgun or a chain gun. And you know, one of the worst things here is dying from splash damage because the rockets, you've dodged the rocket successfully, but it's hit the backdrop and damaged you. So I've got nothing else to kill, so I'm just going to unload all of my chain gun here. Not too worried about being effective with it. Okay. Shotgun it is. There we go! Yay! And you can see here the 3 steps there, the 3 areas. So area 1, area 2, and area 3. We hit the switches at the end of each of those, and they lowered those 3 obstacles. We can click this. It lowers the teleporter in the center of the room. We've got all kills. We've got all secrets. And boy, this is a hell of a map. I don't know, this has been another one of those ones for me. I really, really love it. This is an incredible map. I've really enjoyed it. Lots of tough fights. Not much thinking about, not as much thinking about strategy or routing. You have to be careful with the areas you choose so you end up with the right weapons and the right ammo at the right times for some of the fights you have. But the Cyber Demon fights and the Spider Mastermind and so on, lots of traps and things in it, a couple of barons thrown in to spice things up. But really, really enjoyable map. I've had an awful lot of fun with this one. I have grounded a few times, but it's been a little bit more straightforward than some of the other ones. And it's quite a fun run, so I didn't mind the grinding process. I said, like, I've died on that that last Cyber Demon in the last run, so I'll stick up an outtake of that. But really, really, really enjoyed this one. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Got one enemy left. It's a Cyber Demon. This is the furthest I've ever made it, so really happy with this. So run outside, and we've got a Cyber Demon in the central area. Just going to strafe around while peppering with plasma. Try and do the best I can to not to waste plasma, so if I get them into a good place to hit. Just watch the splash damage. I was a bit close to the back wall. I took splash damage there. There we go, that's a good one. Good place to be. Oh, took more splash damage, don't want to take too much of that. Well, that was pretty close. Give it a better go next time.